Hiya. It's me again, the irascible Joey Reynolds, and I have with me a very special person, another great guest tonight. Well, you never know who we're going to have here because you never know who will do this show. So many have turned it down, and the only ones that don't turn it down are the management people, like David Bernstein here. Now, I want to get ready. Since you're a management guy, let me just set myself up here, okay? First of all, I got the Lysol up because I know that you guys are this is not because of the virus. It's just talking to programming and management people. I used to wipe myself down every night before the show without anything on. Nobody cared. So I do that. The other thing is, we had Sandy Beach and Danny Neverth on the show from WKBW, which is my first big radio station. And I neglected to find this product until too late, but KB it was called, right? So I found a product called K-Boom, which is an antiseptic.
I bought that. I have that. Yes, I have that. It's the only drugs I buy now.
Now, David, you've done some remarkable things in your life, and we got to start somewhere. So how about with Debbie? Where is she? Is she in the other room? Your wife?
Yeah, she's in the other room, staying away from me. She hasn't missed a minute with me in 2 months. She's formed a new opinion. 44 years, we're going great. I don't see 45 coming up.
No, she want to be a part of this broadcast?
No, I tell her she worked today. She went to the office for the first time since the pandemic. She works in the medical office, and she worked, but there was nobody in the office. No doctor, no nurse, no staff, just her. She went there to do all the physical things have to be done, the billing, the things that are going on in the office. So she went in, and she was a wreck. It was like she felt like she was walking into the dungeon. She says, "I need a key to the back door. I won't walk through the door where everybody else goes." And the paranoia
How about
level,
you? How about you? Did you go to work?
I am at work. This is work. When I'm working at Talkers Magazine, this is what it looks like. When I'm teaching one of my 5 classes at Caldwell University, this is what I look like. I sit on the couch. I literally sit on the couch in front of my laptop, and life goes on.
So you're Zooming, but you Zoom all the time, right?
Yeah, you have to do it, and it's difficult when you're doing it with a class full of students who are all focused on something else. Because when you have a screen full of students, their mics become muted, and then their heads go like this. And there's something else going on in their head. Something is happening in there. What is it? How do I get you back? That's like doing a radio show. So you show up at room 224 at 3 o'clock. There's a teacher in front of the room. How you doing? What's going on in your lives? You guys stressed out because you got finals coming up? Are you guys like all excited because it's spring break coming up? Like, where's your head at? And I get them to start a conversation. Eventually, it only takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most to figure out enough of the internal classroom conversation to start taking it into a direction. And then I just start going in the direction, but I don't tell them I'm doing that. So when we get there, I just say, now, I just persuaded you for a conversation that we weren't even having. We weren't even discussing the finals. And yet I just persuaded you, do you want a multiple choice final or do you want an essay final? What do you want? Well, we just debated it out. And we just learned how to do a debate. You guys didn't even know that. If I had told you next Tuesday we're going to be doing debates, you'd go, debates. I said, well, this is how I want to teach. And as long as this school thinks that's cool, I don't get a book. I tell the kids no text, but you just have to come up. You just have to show up.
Amazing guy, an amazing guy, and we had some cutouts and some. We're having a storm, I'm in Florida right now, and we're starting to finally get some rain. We haven't had it in a couple of weeks, which is very unusual, but we're getting into that storm season. This is when we prepare for the hurricane. But I already got all the supplies, and we had toilet paper for the hurricane.
This is going to be a sanitary hurricane period.
Oh man, I'll tell you something. This has got to end pretty quick because we're all, we're going into a mental ranch right now. That's the way this goes.
I have noticed. One, I have a step above everybody else. I'm already a little bit ahead
Oh
of
yeah. Oh, this is it.
you want to, because and that's normal for me because my whole life has been coming up with ideas for people to do on the radio. When you look at the marketing aspect, like Pink Floyd's new album comes out. It was 1979. I told my guy, go in the studio, lock the door, say you're locking out the program director and the general manager and the engineers and everything because you got the new Pink Floyd album and you're going to play it all the way through non-stop.
Good.
I'll even do a countdown. Not that I'm telling anybody to record it. That stuff makes the paper. Bob Grant, I want you to quit tomorrow. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make some noise. Quit tomorrow. Walk out in the middle of the show. Have a good reason. And really go home.
Well, you know what happened when you did that is, well, first of all, he was considered, Disney bought WABC and they thought he was too racist.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so here they're using black people to redo Snow White. So don't even go there. But now you got Bob Grant is quitting on WOR, and who shows up at Al Sharpton? The Reverend Al Sharpton, who's always an arch enemy of his anyway on the radio. It's starting to rain and it's coming this way. So this is always a good strike the set. So anyway, I'm in the middle of this thing. So Bob Grant has Al Sharpton comes out with that hair waving in the wind and the cameras follow him. He looked like Antonio Banderas. His hair is waving and he's ranting about Bob Grant and the race and all this. And so the cameras are done. They go home and you know what? Al leaves. It's only a show.
He split, and it was. And I thought, I did the same thing. I suspended Joan Rivers for a week, and told her.
Well, she swore on the air.
Yeah, so I thought it was like, if I have to suspend her, okay, I'll suspend her. But there's no reason why she can't be on other air. So she went that night. She went on the Tonight Show. The Today Show the next day, Larry King Live, Entertainment Tonight, Nightline. She was on every channel that you could think of.
Great. She's
talking about what happened. It was great.
She's great. Well, I used to take her material and reread it at 3 a.m, and then she caught me because she had those writers and they would sit there with the wastebasket. Well, you spoke more
clearly than I used to tune in at 3 a.m. because I didn't understand the jokes when she said it. I got it.
David, I love you. We got to go. You know why? Because the set is being blown away.
Okay.
Hurricane.
Well, I'm ready. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Are you sorry? You got a sponge. Are you sorry you hired me?
Oh, no. If I hired you, I'd be sitting here with a bottle of wine and a pillow talking to nobody.
I love you. You're great. David Bernstein. You can look him up. Can we Google you?
Yeah, you can Google me.
Okay. He doesn't want to be bothered. Here we go.
You've now seen everything.
Let a smile be your umbrella, but don't get a mouthful of rain. There you go.